Yeah, no mic, and they turn the music up. What's up, everybody? Thanks for coming. Appreciate it. So this is a Q&A, my man. There we go. There's a mic there, and there's a mic here. Don't be shy. Step up and hit me with all the Fitch and all the other questions you want to hear about. And
how you doing, Dana?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm from Connecticut, and we can't wait to get it legalized over there, too.
We're this close, man. We're right there.
But we were very loyal to you guys from the Mohegan Sun. How come you haven't come back to us yet? Even for like a fuel or a fight night?
You know what? Obviously, you know, I'm from back there.
Yeah.
I lost many, many dollars at the Mohegan Sun. I had a lot of fun out there. We would love to come back there. Why didn't we? That's a good question.
Did they have a specific deal with the IFL?
Well, no. So what happened was, early on, back in the day, that place was making so much money, they didn't give a shit whether we came back or not. And we didn't really get the best deal out there at the Mohegan Sun.
Okay.
It's not like some of these other places that we go, you know, and going way back, when you think about it, we almost got shut down there that night. I don't know if you guys remember, but Rico Rodriguez went out and put that tattoo on his back, and the tribe said, this fight isn't happening here tonight.
UFC 39.
Lorenzo and I had to literally go back and beg these guys. They said, you will destroy our company if this fight doesn't happen tonight. We're gonna, you know, you'll literally tank this entire business. And it took a long time. Finally, those guys turned around and they let us do that show that night. So we didn't have a very good experience out at Mohegan Sun, and we didn't get the best deal either.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Okay, thank you. What's up, man?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great, man. I just can't tell you, as a father of 3 daughters, how excited I am for this opportunity this weekend.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're pretty excited too. You know, we do so many fights a year, you know, and I'm really excited about this one, especially being the guy that you know said never. It'll never happen. To be here tonight, we're really excited about this event.
I am too, man. And within probably the next 5 years, this young lady right here might be the next contender for Ronda Rousey.
Hi.
And I'm wondering, since she's only 15 and too embarrassed to get up to the mic, if she can come get a picture with you real quick.
I would love to. Yes,
Thanks,
yes.
Yes, come on.
Come on down, sweetheart. Don't be shy. I'm here for 45 minutes, man. We're gonna.
What's up, Dana?
How are you?
I see you all the time. 2-part question, real quick. First question is, I saw your Twitter war with one of the reporters.
Yep.
How do you deal with that, and does that bug you like a lot? And when are we gonna get, here in LA or Orange County, when are we gonna get our own fan expo?
Yeah.
Please.
I wouldn't consider that a Twitter war. I called him Chia Pet.
That was good.
Chia Pet is actually a nice guy. He's a good guy. You know, I don't dislike him. It's just none of his business how I spend my money or you know. And I kind of thought he was being a jerk in the way he handled it last night on Twitter. Face palm. Oh, face palm. He spent, it's my fucking money. I'll spend my money on whatever I want to spend my money on. And Chia Pet can spend his money on whatever he wants to spend his money on. That was the way I looked at it. You know, I'm not mad. I just called him out for saying it. And he is a nice guy. He's not a bad guy. He's a good guy. Just pissed me off last night.
That's great. That's great. What about
the fan expo? The fan expo. I don't know the answer to this question. What do you think? Are we bringing the fan expo out here? What do we? I mean, we should.
Come on, Reed. I'm a WC guy.
We should. Yeah. I don't know the answer to that, but yeah, we'll do it for you. We'll do it for you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Steelers suck.
Nice to meet you. Pleasure. Come on, you get in front of this? We'll get in front of this. Come on. You got a camera there, Big Daddy? Right here. Oh, it's over there. Okay. All good. Awesome. Pleasure, sir. All right. Baby, good luck, okay? All right.
I'm a huge UFC fan, and I like how the fighters are really fan-friendly. I think that's great and really good for the sport.
Thank you, sir.
I'm actually trying to raise awareness of lupus, and my question to you is, 1.5 million Americans are fighting lupus every day. If you could join the fight against lupus and help raise awareness by giving me a retweet, I would really appreciate it. I'd even buy you a beer.
Oh, yeah? All right. Well, I don't have my Twitter with me, so we'll do it.
Thank you.
Give the information to Reed, and I'll retweet
Thank you very much.
Pleasure, sir.
Appreciate
Pleasure.
it.
Pleasure. I'm sorry, I skipped you, didn't I?
That's okay.
I apologize.
So I just want to say thank you. Thank you.
For what?
For Ronda Rousey and Liz Carmouche.
All right. You're
you
welcome.
made my dream come true.
Thank you. Thank you for
no
coming
matter
and
what,
supporting us.
if you would have had this in China, I would have been in China.
Thank you, sweetheart.
So I just want to say, I didn't understand exactly. I appreciate that you brought in 135. But, you had this whole deal with Cyborg. Why not do 145? Do 135, let Cyborg beat up some person, let her be the champ over at 145,
right.
Have Ronda, do a couple fights, then set up a super fight at 140.
Lady, I'm a promoter. That's what we do. I know. You're
would have been a
You're
beautiful
preaching to the
thing.
choir. Okay? You need to get Tito on the phone. Give him a buzz.
Clearly,
all right?
we need to have a conversation.
Now, here's what we did. What we did was we got Ronda. The 135-pound division is stacked with talent. We already signed 10 girls. We're signing 5 more. We put this fight together. This fight is looking really good. It's doing great. Everything's done. So what we did was we don't have a 145-pound division. So what I said is we'll cut this deal with Cyborg. We'll go out and we'll do a deal. She'll have some fights in Invicta,
Which
right?
was perfect, yeah.
Till I can figure out what the hell I'm going to do over here and how this whole thing's going to work out. They said no. We don't want to sign this deal. We want to be released from our contract. Then they went over and signed with Invicta.
Yeah.
And now they're doing fight,
Yeah. I know.
I mean, what could I do? What do you want me to do? I tried to do it. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever, but that's my boy Tito. You know what I mean?
So do you think in a couple months, if this goes well, like I know it will, you'll add 145?
We'll see what happens. I don't know if we'd be adding 145 in a couple months, because over the next year, what we're going to be doing is building this 135-pound division. You got to get, I'm going to have 15 new fighters in here that we need to introduce to the world.
Don't worry. I'll be there at every show.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes.
What's up, buddy?
How's it going? My name is Ray Paul. I'm from San Diego, NES North Island Naval Air Station.
Nice to meet you, sir.
I have here a packet. I saw your Marine Corps show a while back at NES Miramar, and I was just wondering, maybe you guys could visit NES North Island in care of Building 94. I got the PAO card in here, and
you're saying you want?
Yeah, if you see the time, come down and support the Navy just like you support the Marine Corps, because we support each other.
Thank you, sir. I agree with you 100%. Give me that packet.
Hi, Mr. White.
Hi,
My
how are
name
you?
is Drew, and I train out of Sparrow's Gym in New Hampshire.
Awesome, Drew.
MMA.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. I came all this way to see this fight because it's historical.
It's awesome.
And
You know what? And real quick before you go, I was going to say when the last girl was up here, Lorenzo and I were talking on the phone this morning. He's still in Vegas. He's coming tomorrow. And we were talking about since this fight was announced, and all the media attention that the fight has had and that Ronda has had leading up to today, the one thing that we're noticing is how many women are talking about this fight.
Right
It's
on.
crazy how many women are talking about this fight. We're hearing from, like in Vegas, all the women are saying that all their friends are talking about it. It's this thing is bigger than I thought, and it's a really cool weekend because first ever women's fight in the UFC. These two are fighting and main eventing for a title and the Danica Patrick thing on Sunday. So it's a pretty cool weekend for women,
Well,
but anyway, go ahead and ask your question.
I was going to congratulate you on beating the United States government in allowing women in combat. And I just wondered what made you change your mind. I'm sure you've answered this question a dozen times, but I wanted to hear it again from you. And also, do you see in the future an Ultimate Fighter show for females?
Right. So obviously, I had said no, it wouldn't happen, and people don't realize how much stuff we actually have going on every day. All the stupid stuff that pops up every day, putting out fires, plus building the business, plus running the shows that we already have set. And I had seen some women's fights that I didn't like, and I saw a couple that I did like, and I never really got into it. It was when I met Ronda was really what changed my mind. When I met her, I saw some of her fights. I met her at one of the fights here. We said hi to each other, whatever, and then we sat down and talked one day. And the media has taken to Ronda Rousey for the same reason that that I did and everybody else did. She's the real deal, man. And if any of you watch UFC Primetime, not just Ronda, but Liz too, when you see these girls training, it's the real deal. These girls are really talented fighters, and they belong here. And as we started to do our homework and started to look at the divisions and breaking down the different women's divisions, the 135-pound division had talent in it. So
All right.
I said, let's do this. Let's give it a shot.
I just have one final question. I'm doing a documentary about women in MMA, and I wondered if you could give me 5 minutes of your time.
I would love to.
All right, terrific. Well, should I just meet you after?
Just come right down here and see this big Hawaiian dude right here?
Okay.
Give him your information.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Hey, Dana.
How are you, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing all right. Seems like you're one of the busiest men alive, so I really want to thank you because there's a lot of us that just can't get enough of this. So thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Thank you,
and thanks
sir.
for staying a Levi's and T-shirt kind of guy.
Thank you.
My question to you is, when are you happiest?
When am I happiest?
When are you happiest,
tomorrow
man?
night.
Really?
Tomorrow night when this shit starts. All the stuff that leads up to the fight,
Never in your downtime, there's something else.
I don't have downtime. There is no
That's
downtime. I literally
my
do
point.
not have downtime. I
All
don't
right.
want any downtime. I don't even like to sleep. Sleeping bores me.
Well, let that be your happiest time because it's keeping us all entertained. I appreciate it, brother.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
All right. Hey,
Hey, how you doing, Dana?
I'm good. How are you?
A little upset about John Fitch being cut.
You and a zillion other people.
Well, actually, it's
Get in
because
line.
it's actually because besides the Ambien, it was the only way I could get to sleep.
All right. There we go.
But did you watch Tito Ortiz's press conference? And it was absolutely horrible. I just wanted to know what you thought.
I did. I saw it, and I watched it a few times.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's hard. I actually felt bad for Tito.
I did, yeah.
Public speaking isn't as easy as it seems, and he'll get better. He'll get better. He needs to get better at managing first, though. When he gets better at managing, then he can get better at speaking.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll be watching the fight tomorrow night. Thanks.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
What's up, Dana?
What's up? How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm all right.
I got 2 questions. Recently you said that there's 100 fighters over the limit.
Yeah.
How is that going to affect bringing the new women's division and the 115-pound division that you want?
Well, it's not going to affect anything. It's a problem that we need to fix. And, this whole uproar over the guys being cut at the last event, guys get cut every event. At the end of every event that we have, there's 2 different lists of guys. Guys that need to be re-signed and guys that need to be cut. Because there's only so many slots to fight here in the UFC. We've gotten to a point now where we've gotten, there's a couple guys, I tell these guys all the time, if you fight your heart out, that's what we're looking for, and guys fight their heart out, and I'm like, I'm not cutting that guy. I'm not cutting this guy, and I'm not cutting that guy. And then you eventually get to a situation where you got to start cutting some guys.
Yeah.
But the only thing that's different from this time to any other time, it's the first time they've ever been reported. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was my fault. And I apologized to the guys who found out on Twitter. It was a really ugly mess, the whole thing, and it was 100% my fault, and I apologize for it.
Yeah, and could me, my dad, and my uncle get a picture with you?
I would love to, brother.
Sweet.
I would love to. Come on down.
How you doing, Dana?
What's up, buddy?
I'm from Northern California, Chico, and my name's Jesse, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
And I'm curious if you guys are going to hold any, since you've absorbed the WEC, if you're going to hold any events in Sacramento at the Arco anytime soon?
We are. We are.
Sweet.
Actually, I'm trying to think of when we're planning to go back there again. I'm pretty sure we're scheduled to go back there this year.
Well, yeah, the closest one I've been to is San Jose last year, and that was
We're
great.
definitely
but,
going back. We're going to San Jose for the next Fox fight.
Right on, right on. Cool. Thanks a lot, Dana.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Hey, Dana, how's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Pretty good, thank you. You commented on the judging of the most recent fights, like, for instance, UFC 155, Melvin Gillard and Jamie Varner. And I think Shane Mills and Matthew Riddle also. I was just wondering, how would you feel if the UFC were to use former professional mixed martial artists as judges instead of who the commission picks?
Well, the commission has picked former fighters too. What's his name? Who?
Almeida.
Yeah, Almeida. Almeida is a judge in New Jersey, I think. And, you know, I think it would be great. You know, you got to worry about some bias with some fighters, too, because this is a very tight-knit community. And, but, yeah, I love it. I think that they'll... But either way, I went through this with the media when we just did the fight in Wembley. Mm-hmm. Any of you see the Andy Ogle fight?
Oh, yeah, you were talking about it.
Versus Grisby, right? And I asked who they thought won that first round. And most of the media guys, when I first asked, yelled out Grisby.
Right.
But there's no way Grisby wins that first round. Ogle wins the first round. He did all the damage. He's the one that landed everything. So it's even when, you know, people who know what they're doing, what they're talking about, just because he had his legs wrapped around his neck in a submission that he never pulled off, while he's getting punched in the face the entire round, he doesn't win that round. Yeah, so it's just, I mean, it's so complicated and complex, and it's going to be a while before it's perfect, man. It's like you'll be sitting there watching these fights, and you're like, Shea Mills actually, one judge thought Shea Mills won that fight. It's crazy.
I know, I agree. Oh, and one more question. If you don't mind, if I can get your autograph, and if these guys and me can get a picture with you.
Yes, come on down. Where's the group here? Let's do this one. What's your question? Hi.
Hey, Dana. Hey. Okay.
Hi.
I like your name. My name's Dana, too.
Thank you.
Badass.
Me and most of the women in the country have the name Dana.
Hey, it's a good name. I want to say thanks for having the girls get in it, because I watch it all the time, and I like girls to fight.
Thank you.
And when are you going to come back to L.A.?
We're in Anaheim. We're like 45 minutes away.
I mean, Anaheim, L.A., this area, you know.
Yeah, soon. We'll be back in L.A. soon, I'm sure. Before the end of the year, we'll probably end up doing another Fox card in L.A.
And one more question. Diaz, is he going to do the prime time?
Diaz?
Yeah, for the fight.
I'll be lucky to get Diaz to do the countdown.
I know, okay? Exactly.
Countdown, They show up and interview him for 30 minutes. Prime time, they're with him for weeks.
And then can I take a picture with you with my friend?
Yes, ma'am. Come on down. What's up, boys? What's up, man? How are you? Hi. All right, thank you. What's up, buddy?
How you doing, Dana?
I'm
My
good.
name is Armando, local guy.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. On February the 8th, I lost my little boy. He's 5 years old.
I'm sorry, bro.
He was a fighter, and you and all the other fighters inspired him. He fought every day of his life, and his goal was he wanted to be a fighter. He loved MMA, and like I said, you inspired him, and all the fighters inspired him to fight every day of his life. And when he finally passed, you know, I know my boy's safe, and he's got a good seat up there to watch Jones kick Sonnen's ass. That's Jones is my boy's favorite fighter. And, you know, that's what inspired him, and I want to know what exactly inspires you to push to grow the UFC into what it's become and to continue to grow.
First of all, I'm sorry, my friend.
Thank you.
I can't even picture or imagine that, so I'm sorry. And then as far as what, I don't know, I just love the sport so much. I love the sport. I love what I do. And when we bought this thing, we set out, we had a goal to create a sport, and our vision of a sport is everybody plays by the same rules all over the world. We believe that this thing works in every country all over the world, and every day we get closer and closer to this thing being everywhere. So, I mean, what drives me is that's what I want. That's really my end game. My end game is getting this thing everywhere all over the world, and I guess that's what inspires and drives me.
Cool, yeah, because that's what my boy had. You know, he always had wrestling and jiu-jitsu, which is the one thing that he could excel at and he can concentrate at. And that's what made life a little bit easier for him. And that's why I said I really appreciate what you've done, because if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be able to watch fights as often as we do and as many replays on TV as we get. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Hi. How are you? Pleasure to meet you, Dana. What's up, man? How are you? Nice to meet you. Have fun. Hi.
Hi. I just want to ask, when we... I'm sorry, I'm nervous.
That's all right, babe.
When we
Don't
gonna
Tito
have...
out on me here. Just come on, hang in there.
when we want to have UFC events in Mexico?
Very soon. Very soon. We've been working on Mexico so hard. It's a very important market to us. You know, like I was just saying to the other gentleman, this works all over the world. Mexico is such a no-brainer. It's a tough country to get into. And we actually just sent some guys down there. We did a bunch of scouting. We found a bunch of great fighters. And we are planning on doing a fight, I hope this year.
Oh, okay.
In Mexico.
And can you give me a favor?
Yes.
Can you tell Ronda Rousey, Mexican woman, we love her?
I will for sure, babe. I will.
Thank you.
Thank you. What's up, man?
Thank you for taking my question, Dana. I'm admittedly starstruck, so pardon me if I stutter.
Thank you, sir. No, relax.
Liz Carmouche is the first openly gay UFC fighter.
Right.
What if you had a situation in the future where you had an up-and-coming fighter who's just kicking everyone's ass, maybe becomes champion, and then comes out and is also openly gay, and then you have a situation where other fighters and their managers don't want to set up fights with this individual? How would you deal with that kind of situation?
First of all, you know, when people always talk about the culture of the UFC and of mixed martial arts, it's like all the fighters are very accessible, everybody's cool. You know, I honestly don't think that would happen here. I mean, I've done it myself. Let me tell you what, I could give a shit if somebody's gay, not gay. None of that means anything, but I've said stupid things before. I've said things that make it look like I'm a homophobe when I'm not. And I know that other fighters have done that too. Most of the guys that are in this sport are really good people, you know? And I honestly don't see a situation where that would ever happen. And if it did, I would fix it.
Thank you.
Thank you. What's up, my man?
Hey.
How are you?
Good. I'm Anthony Rosenberg. I train out of the fitness compound in Huntington Beach.
Cool. Nice to meet
And
you.
nice to meet you too. And I just want to say Anderson Silva is my favorite fighter, and I can't wait. I really would like to see him beat GSP up.
Oh, yeah? Not a GSP fan, huh?
Yeah, no, my mom is.
Yeah, I bet she is. That is funny. How old are you?
I'm 11 years old.
You're 11 years old? Well, let me tell you what, buddy. GSP is gonna defend his title against Nick Diaz. Anderson Silva will defend his title this summer. And before the end of this year, we will see a super fight with either GSP and Anderson Silva or Anderson Silva and John Jones. So
That's
one
awesome.
one of them is coming.
Okay.
So are you mad because your mom likes GSP? Is that why you want to see him get beat up?
No, I just really like Anderson Silva.
Okay. All right.
And my mom and my family would love to take a picture with you. Is that okay?
I would love to, brother. Come on down here.
Thank you.
All right. What's up, man? How's it going, Dominic? Nice to meet you. Pleasure, bro. Thank you, guys. All right, have fun. Appreciate it. Hey, what's up?
How you doing, Dana?
Good, you?
First of all, thank you for taking your time to coming out here and being the hardest working executive in all sports franchises.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
My question is regarding UFC China. You've openly said that Macau was a big success for UFC China. So
Huge success.
My question is, when do you plan on going back? And also, when do you plan on breaking into mainland China, such as Shanghai or Beijing?
Yep. Well, obviously getting into Macau and doing well was huge for us. That was the first step. You know, it's funny because I was at the scrum the other day and I was talking to all the guys, and then Lorenzo called me and said, "Don't talk about China. Don't talk about China." And then you come here and ask me about China. Let me figure this one out. China was very successful. Macau was huge for us, and we are on the verge of doing a huge, huge major deal over there. Let me put it that way.
Awesome.
Okay? And like I said, getting into Macau first will then help us get into, we're going to set up base there and then get into get into the rest of the country. Tough place to break into and do business.
Yes.
But we did it. It was very successful, and we know it's going to be big. It's where martial arts started.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's great.
Also, second question. I know you don't give out tickets through the fans question, but I have my own ticket. I was wondering if you could hook me up with a VIP pass or something.
A VIP pass. So here's the thing. This is the true story, okay? So when I just came in here 5 minutes ago, Donna does all our tickets. She goes, we're so screwed with tickets, the tickets and this, that, and that. And I knew I was going to get asked for some shit in here today. That always happens. Never fails. What I'll do is, how about if I do this? We're sold out. This place is done. How about if I'll give you passes to the press conference after the fight?
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Want to do that?
I appreciate
Everybody
that.
just went, oh,
Awesome.
shit. Fucking guy. Cool?
Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
Done.
I appreciate that.
There you go. Where's come talk. Oh, hey, come talk to him right here. I'll get you set up. Now it's gonna go. Can I sit next to the ring girls? Can I sit next to you for a fight? Can I put the belt on somebody? No. What's up, man?
Hi, Dana. My name's Mike. I just want to start by saying, with times being so tough the way they are, to be able to bring my wife and kid here for free, it's totally awesome. Thank you so
sir.
much.
No, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Quick question. You know, a couple of years ago, you came out on stage and you were wearing a 662 Mob shirt. Mm-hmm. My wife and I were bodyboarding in Newport Beach in July.
Yep.
Bumped into Ryan Bader bodyboarding. Got a picture with him. Just saw IBA Pipe Challenge going on right now. Saw that UFC is sponsoring them. What are your ties with bodyboarding? Do you bodyboard? How did you get involved in all that?
I thought you were going to tell me a different story there when you were saying it. The guy from 662, he owns a place down in Dana Point.
Right.
Small little shit. He died of cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a great dude. I really liked him a lot, respected him. He was a huge UFC fan. And, you know, a lot of the stuff that I wear, nobody pays me to wear anything. I don't get paid. I wear stuff that I like, and you know, there's a lot of small businesses out there that'll wear stuff, you know. But that's it. I met him down in Dana Point. My kids surf. The kids are big surfers. They surf all summer.
Cool.
And we go in there and buy stuff in his shop, and he was battling cancer, and he passed away last year.
Yeah, okay. Hey, thanks so much, and if you're ever around, you want a bodyboard, come and paddle out, dude.
All right, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Hi.
Hey Dana, I'm Sierra.
Hi, Sierra. Nice to meet you.
I've been a fan for a while, and GSP is one of my favorite fighters. I was wondering if you're ever going to bring him here to SoCal or Vegas.
GSP?
Because he always fights in Canada.
I know.
That's too expensive.
Dude sells tickets up there, you know what I'm saying?
But we want to see him out here, too.
I know. I hear that everywhere. I know. The answer, let me tell you what, we end up doing a super fight with Anderson and GSP. It will be in a big arena somewhere. It'll either be in Vegas, be out here in LA, could be Texas, could be Canada, could be Brazil.
Okay.
Yeah.
So does that mean
San
you don't have
Diego.
any extra tickets?
What's that?
So does that mean you don't have any extra tickets?
We have no tickets. When I say we have no tickets, people are going to be sitting on laps here tomorrow night.
Can me and my mom get a picture with you?
I would love to, sweetheart.
All right, thank you.
What's up, man? How are you?
What's up, man? How's it going?
Good.
First off, I want to say I got 4 kids, 3 boys and 1 girl. And I watch the UFCs all the time in my house whenever I don't get to go out.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
Okay. You look like you're 20.
And yeah, a lot of people, I get that a lot. And they're 5'3" and 5 months, my girl. And my boys are always fighting. I'm always messing with them, trying to do little moves and stuff while they were watching the UFC. All my friends come over, you know, all this stuff is going on. And I want to ask, my wife's tribal from San Manuel.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you would ever consider coming to San Manuel for a UFC.
What is it? I've never
It's
heard
San
of it.
Manuel Bengal Casino.
Okay.
It's in San Bernardino.
Is it a big one?
Yeah, it's pretty big. I mean, they have King of the Cage there. I don't know how big. They have King of the Cage. They have like boxing matches and stuff like that.
They have an arena?
Yeah, it's like this type thing.
This is
It's
an
like
arena.
Vegas. It's like Vegas.
This is an arena right here.
It's kind of like Vegas.
You got one of these?
No, it's not an arena. Or Citizens Bank Arena.
Well, when you said it's like this, what do you mean it's like this?
I mean, it's big, but it's not like big like this. But it's a casino.
2,500? Yeah. The king of Indian casinos down here.
Oh, okay.
2,500. 2,500 seats. I don't know if.
What about Citizens Arena? They have a hockey rink.
2,500 seats would be like what? It'd be like, look at Pete. That's our guy who does all our venues. No, Pete just shot that down so quick. No 2,500 seat arenas, Pete?
Too small.
No.
All right, and I don't know if you know. I got a friend named Tommy Vargas. He was trying to get into the UFC. I guess he made the show, but he was number 17 out of the 16 they cut. So I don't know. Maybe next time, kind of consider looking at him a little bit more.
So don't cut your friend next time. Is that what you're asking me?
Don't cut him.
All right. Well, we won't cut him next time.
All right.
All right. Nice to meet
Thanks,
you, man.
You too.
Thanks. Come on, guys. Oh, you got the Anderson Silva shirt on and everything, huh? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, sweetie. How are you? Pleasure. Come on.
I want to be there. Okay.
We're going to get next to George St. Pierre's girlfriend. Thank you, guys. Pleasure.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. Hey.
Hey, Dana. My name is Paul Elias. Thank you for everything. Every time you come to Anaheim, you always deliver.
Thank you, sir.
I wanted to ask if you could adopt an old pirate rule for the main events only, where a fighter stalls way too much or just grinds them out, if you could force them to fight.
Yeah. That's called a referee. And that drives me crazy too, brother. Believe me. If you don't think, you know how hard it is for me to sit in that chair that I sit in while these referees, the guys are pushed up against the fence for 3.5 minutes, okay? And they walk around like this. The fuck are you looking at? What are you looking at? What do you think you're gonna see in there? He's had him pushed against the fence for 3.5 minutes. What are you walking around in circles looking at? I gotta pick up some milk after this fight tonight. I gotta get some groceries. I gotta get some cereal. It drives me crazy, man. You know how hard it is for me to not to yell, hey, ref. Nobody's advancing their position and nobody's doing any damage. That's what it says in the rule book. If you're not advancing your position or doing damage, you break them apart and let them fight. A lot of times the referees don't give these guys the opportunity to fight. And that's what they're in there to do. Dude, I'm with you. Believe me. I get it.
I wanted to ask if me and my cousins could take a picture.
I'd love to.
Thanks.
Come on down. What's up, my man?
Good afternoon, Dana.
How are you?
My name is Ricky Calatayu, and I was going to ask you, I want to elaborate.
I'm sorry, there's little kids here, too. I apologize, you guys. I just saw a little kid on this guy's shoulder. Sorry, sir. They should have a disclaimer at the door when you came into this Q&A. Hi.
I just want to elaborate more on the Mexico scene. I understood that you had an open tryout for Ultimate Fighters in Mexico, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. Are you looking for certain weight categories in Mexico, or it's just...
What we did down there was we just went down there to test it out and see what kind of talent was there. It's pretty much the same thing we did when we went to the UK. When we went to England for the first time. We started to feel it out, see how much talent there was. Obviously, because of how big the sport has gotten now, and it's been around for so much longer. Before we went to Mexico, than when we went to the UK, there was a lot more talent down there than we expected. So yeah, it looked good.
Okay, that's all I wanted to ask.
And we're putting together a whole development plan on developing fighters from Mexico too.
Are you guys going to do through the whole process?
We're dead serious about going into Mexico.
All right.
Dead serious. Cool. Thank you.
My name is Gabriel, and I come from Arizona.
Hey, Gabriel.
We're waiting for you out there.
I know, dude. You're too close to Vegas. That's the problem.
My question is regarding TRT. I know you addressed it in England. What's going to happen if you do catch them using them throughout camp? Are you going to suspend them, fine them, take them off the card?
See, we can't do that. What I can't do is I can't go in and suspend them. But what we do is if we're going in and testing guys for TRT and they're over their limits, you let the athletic commission know. And then the athletic commission will handle it.
Okay, thank you. Also, can my friend's celebrating his bachelor party here tomorrow? Can we take a photo with you?
Love to.
Thank you.
What's up, my man? Congratulations. Hi.
Hey, my name's Morningstar of the Native American descent.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I was wondering what you're going to do about the Fan Expo when we're waiting in line for 3 hours plus for Dan Henderson to sign our papers, and people are in there getting like 10 things signed at the Fan Expo.
Yeah.
And then like all of a sudden they close it off and then we end up walking off without anything. I was wondering how you were going to fix that.
Well,
Because I went there for my birthday.
I
and
was unaware of it.
Dude, I
but that's
almost
some
cried.
bullshit, all
yeah,
right?
that's what I'm saying, bro.
The Fan Expo is far from perfect. We've been trying to tweak that thing and make it better. And, you know, hopefully I'm hoping that people do get a better experience every time they go. What were you trying to get signed? Babe, I'll have Dan Henderson sign your forehead today if that's what you want.
Awesome!
Okay?
Woo! Hell yeah. Okay,
What do
so
you
we're here-
need?
I want Dan Henderson's autograph, and I want to get a picture with you for my daughter. It's her 13th birthday, so that's why we're here.
Will that make up for the pain and suffering you caused at the last Fan
yeah.
Expo? Done.
Awesome.
Done.
Awesome, baby.
Come on down here. 10 minutes already? Wow. Only got 10 minutes left. We taking pictures with you guys? Come on up. Yeah. Hi.
Hey, Dana, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
My question is, I'm sure you've heard in Washington and Colorado, they've recently legalized recreational marijuana, so I was wondering how that's...
Do you work for Joe Rogan?
I'm trying to, if there's anything available. My question is, how is that going to affect the Matthew Riddles and Nick Diaz's of the world?
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's an interesting question because I don't know how it's going to affect the states, but it's up to the athletic commission. But realistically, in most of this country, marijuana is illegal. It's an illegal drug. You know, the whole medical thing's fun. I get it, right? But
It is fun.
yeah. When you have a prescription from Dr. Reefer, doesn't really stick in too many other places. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's a good question. Me personally, me and Rogan had this argument yesterday. You know, I don't know much about marijuana, but what I can tell you is I don't think it's a performance-enhancing drug. Most people I know after they smoke are like zombies, okay? So I don't really get it. I don't understand it. So we'll see how it plays out.
And you can come up here and take a picture with me if you want.
Can I? I appreciate it. Thank you. What's up, big guy? I'm sorry about all the language up here. How are you?
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay? Thank you. How old are you?
4.
4? You're a big guy for 4, man.
Yeah.
You got a question for me?
Yeah.
What's up?
I want to take a picture.
You want to take a picture? Get down here.
Come on, bud.
You want to come up, guys? Huh? Are they all together? Yeah, come on. You don't scare me. Get up here. Cool. What's up, man? Pleasure. What's up, man? Nice to meet you.
He's got the belt and everything.
What's up? This is the bachelor party? Yeah? All right. My pleasure, guys. Have fun. Be safe. You too, man. Sure. You ain't bugging me. You guys are awesome, man. I appreciate it, yeah. What do you want?
You want it on that pen, or I think he wants the silver. Yeah, you go.
There you go.
Thank you, man.
My pleasure, you guys. Thank you. What's up, my man?
Hey, how's it going, Daniel?
Good.
I was just curious. I want to get your take on the Ultimate Fighter this season.
Yeah.
The production value definitely seemed like it was upped, which I thought was great considering the last season was kind of a snoozer.
Yeah.
And what changed or what prompted the change into like style and?
Well, last season sucked, so
Fair enough.
We knew we had to make some changes. And as we were moving to a different night, the night that we wanted to be on, we wanted to change things up. What made it different this season was, I think, Uriah Hall doesn't, not letting the families come in and watch the fights, getting more of the backstory, the way that it's being shot. The coaches are both awesome. John Jones is a great coach. Chael Sonnen is incredibly motivating, inspiring, you know. And this season we have straight killers on this show. I mean, every guy on this season. The crazy thing is, like, after the big knockout that I told everybody about to watch, then people were saying the last episode that just happened is the best episode they've ever seen. And I'm telling you guys, the season just keeps getting better and better and better. And we did the Fox fight in Chicago. It's been a long time, if ever, since I was like, I can't wait to get out of here to get back to see the semifinals for the Ultimate Fighter. I was so pumped to get back and watch. This season was so fun to do, and just such a great season. I loved it. My favorite season of The Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah, I agree. It's pretty great. And one last thing. What's it going to take for my brother and I to have a beer with homeboy creeping in the corner over there, Nick the Tooth?
Nick the Tooth?
That's right.
Nick the Tooth is on the wagon since we got back from England and Ireland, man. He was on a tear. Yeah, he's on the wagon right now. But I'm sure you might be able to persuade him.
I appreciate
nice
it.
to
Thank
meet
you.
you. Come on up, ladies. Hi. How are you? I'm going to take him back to Dan. What's that? Yeah. Is he back there now? Go ahead. Go meet him. Okay? All right.
Shit, watch yourself there,
Yeah,
Dana.
NBA'd me. What's up?
Hey, Dana, just a quick question. There's a ton of stacked divisions within the UFC, so there's always a question on who's the true #1 contender, who isn't. Is there any way we could see some tournaments in the UFC?
No.
Tournament stuff format? None. None.
Turn,
All right.
Well, I say no. You mean this thing, basically what we're doing up in Montreal is almost like a tournament.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got all the best guys at 170 pounds fighting each other. And the way that Joe Silva talks about it, the way that the matchmaking is done here, it's tournament style. You win, you fight the next guy that wins, and
yeah.
So it kind of is like that already.
And the last thing, just a quick Joe Rogan impression for you.
Yeah.
You know, this guy is a tremendous athlete, Division I wrestler. He has a ton of heart. There can't be any question within this guy's skill set.
Got you there, Dana.
All right.
Hi, Dana. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
I
too.
wanted to ask you, have you thought about writing a book?
No. I don't have time to write a book. All right, I'm lying to you. We sat down one time and we were going to do a book, and I had a guy in that we hired and was with me for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, I was so sick of talking about myself, I scratched it. I said, I'm done. Can't do it. Drives me crazy. I don't like it. If we ever do it, if I ever wrote a book, I'd do it with Lorenzo, and we talk about building the business, how we built the business from day one to whenever the end is, you know?
And can I get a picture with you, too?
Come on down,
Thank
brother. Hey.
Hey, hello, Dana White. Raul Garcia from Yuma, Arizona.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Drove down here to see this historic event tomorrow.
Thank you. We appreciate it very much.
I just have a question. Given there's a lot of talent in Arizona, has there been any plans for the UFC to put a fight on in Phoenix area or something?
Yeah, there was a guy just asked that a minute ago. I wouldn't say that we wouldn't come to Arizona. There's places and venues that we could. It's just so close to Vegas. You guys are so close to Vegas that if we do the fight in Vegas, you can get people from Arizona, California, Utah, and other parts of the country. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm not saying that we would never do a fight night there or something.
Okay, another question. I met you last year and took a picture with you in New York City, but is it okay if my wife gets a picture with you
Absolutely.
today?
I would love to.
Okay, thank you.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, man. I'm super starstruck right now. I was going to say, thanks for doing this question and answer. It's not every day that, like, big sports have, like, their commissioner and the guy who runs it answering questions from the fan. And
thank you.
I just want to say, is there a way, like, Joe Rogan could take pictures with us? Or, like, Goldberg? Or maybe some of the fighters who'll fight tonight?
What do you want me to just bring everybody out here and we'll line them up and you guys go?
I have no idea, dude. I'd love it. You know how much I'd love it if at least me and my friend could take a picture with Machida? Because he's like the biggest fan ever, and he's like...
Well, here's the thing, and
dude.
it's the truth. So leading up to the fight, the way that this stuff works is, you know, these guys have been doing press and media leading up to this fight the whole week.
That's true.
The people that are sitting back there right now waiting to come out and weigh in are miserable,
I agree.
nasty, and
true.
fucking
All right.
mean right now, dude. Let me tell you. They've been training for 8 weeks. They've been away from their homes, their families. They've been dieting and cutting weight for 2 days. Today is the day you don't fuck with these guys.
All
you know
right,
what I'm
then.
saying? So any other day, and if there's any other fighters that are here you want to take pictures with, you could knock yourself out. These guys will come over, we'll take pictures. But the guys who are fighting today, there's no way in hell.
Or tomorrow night, after the fight?
After the fight, well, here's the other thing. One of the great things about the sport and about the people who compete in this sport, tomorrow night when these fights are over, I'm sure there's tons of after parties around here. People will be hanging out, and there's nobody nicer than this crew. They're mean and nasty today. Saturday night, they're the nicest people in the world.
Can I have a picture with you?
Yes,
right now?
sir, you
All
can.
Right, thanks, man.
Yep.
Thanks.
Come on down.
Derek, come. All right.
That was the last question, or this is the last question? All right.
That was the last question.
What's up, my man?
How's it going, Dana? My name is Roger. I just want to thank you. I love the UFC, everything about it.
Thank you, sir.
I do have one question about digital content. And I wanted to bring to your attention something happening in the music industry, right? I feel like very forward-thinking record labels, very forward-thinking promoters, you know, if you pay to watch a band live, they will actually give you a download link later to get the album for free, you know, because you've already supported the artist. And, you know, they're full aware that, you know, the alternative is piracy, which I know you guys are dealing with.
Yep.
Is this something that you guys would ever consider? Like, if you buy the pay-per-view, you get a download link. If you go to the live event, you get a download link to see that event later, you know.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I don't hate that idea at all. The battling piracy thing is, you know, we're still working. We spend millions and millions of dollars every year battling piracy. But yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to something like that. No, I wouldn't.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just want to
Thank
speak
you.
my mind. Thank you.
All right.
Take care.
What's up, man? How you doing? Thank you guys so much for coming today. We appreciate it. And weigh-ins will start in a few minutes. Thanks.
Yes, I did. So